You're now tuned in to Alpha the King TV. Coming through with the next real talk by Alpha the King. First of all, I want to start off by saying, I thank everybody for hitting me up. The PlayStation Network, they behind me hard, coming through, getting the emails, people behind me, people leaving me, messages saying that, the real talks, the shit. So, first of all, I want to thank y'all for that. But next, my topic is going to be on Lil B the rapper. Now, I'm going to put it like this, man. This real talk might be real short because, I ain't really got much to say. I feel the man, I congratulate him in doing all that he's doing, he up there doing what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get out there, have my video seen by millions to thousands to millions of people, So, I gotta congratulate him on that. I just recently heard of him, I believe yesterday. And, when I hear about something, something sounds interesting, the first thing I do, I get on YouTube, type it in. And I gotta see what the talk is about. So the first couple of songs I heard, I was like, damn, this nigga suck. Is this what rap consists of now? A bunch of sorry ass niggas, coming up with just a simple, oh, I get my dick sucked, oh damn, platinum, oh damn, record label. Just by saying, oh, I get my dick sucked, oh, I got 1,000 bitches, oh, I'm a pretty nigga, And it's sad because back in the day, rap used to have a meaning. I mean, the songs was complex, The songs made you sit there and think and be like, damn, that's some deep ass shit. And don't get me wrong, there's still rappers out there today that do that. I mean, number one, I gotta say top of the list is the nigga Lupe Fiasco. Lupe is the man when it comes to really having to sit down and decode what this man's saying because he's so intelligent and the way he laying it out. I see Lupe now, he's starting to add a little swagger with it, starting to, rock the sunglasses, little chain on this grown man thing. But that's going off topic. But that's the point I wanted to make about a real hip hop artist. But back to Lil B, and then I see that, so I'm still searching, still looking, and I see some more of his songs, some of them, don't get me wrong, some of them is good. I had to leave good comments now. I was like, damn, this shit on point, cause it's like, when it comes to artists to me, and when they talking about real life shit, besides that dance in the club, popping 20 bottles, ice around my neck, fucking all models, except for shit like that, man, that shit don't catch my attention. I mean, when you using this, when you write, and it's coming from here, that's what catches my attention. So, I heard a few songs that, caught my attention because he was talking on some real life shit. And one of them was called Good Morning. I had to say, Good Morning, Joe. He was on point with that. Lil B, if you ever get to hear this joint, Good Morning, you was on point. And then the diss song he did with Joe Budden, I gotta say, the joint was on point. Don't get me wrong. The diss song to Joe Budden had me going, because it's like, damn, this nigga just straight went in on his ass, went hard on him. And I gotta admire that because Joe Budden's an established person, and he just took it completely to Joe Budden, and Joe Budden was like, oh, I'm not gonna respond, blah blah blah. But even in the song, he said Joe Budden not gonna respond because I just went eat on his ass, and I was like, damn. Cause everybody, when you hear Ether, you think of Jay-Z and Nas, and you just think of how Nas had Jay-Z just dangling on the rope, asking Nas not to go for the KO. But Nas is a good man, he ain't go for that KO. But yeah, and that's how I see Joe Budden right now. I'm looking at Joe Budden and I'm like, dog, you gotta respond. I mean, a lot of niggas taking shots at Joe Budden now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not with the bubblegum rap, I'm not with the pump it up, I'm not with that shit. But a lot of niggas getting at him now. And Joe been in the industry for a while now. You know, he should know how to handle these little niggas coming up trying to get at him. But as I see it right now, he can't respond because this shit true. I mean, Lil B just went in, he just murdered his ass, and you know, that's it. But yeah, this been the third installment of Alpha the King Real Talk 80K TV. So I mean, as always, I say, you know, send friend invites, requests, comments, subscribe, you know. Just get at me, let me know what you think. Because as I said, you know, I do want to thank the people who are doing that. You know, I'm not going to say I got, you know, 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 friends, you know, because I don't. I'm starting off, this is my first month, and, you know, hopefully every month it'll get better and better. But, you know, as I said, I want to thank the people who got at me, you know, 80K Real Talk, you know, Real Talk. So, I mean, this your boy 80K. This Alpha TV, and I'm out.